are now watching Ani Cooper.
Hello guys, it's your girl Ani and I'm back with another video. It's been so freaking long. Jeez, it's just been so much going on, but I am back and I'm giving you guys what you've been asking me for. Literally, my DMs have been going nuts, crazy about my update on what's been going on with my life after I got out of the Navy. What am I doing? How did you get out? How did you separate? All this different stuff. And there's a lot of you I know that I have not responded, and I'm truly sorry for that. It just became very overwhelming because I was getting the same questions every day, probably about 100 questions a day, and I couldn't come on and answer because it's just like I'm still going through so much stuff right now, and in the past couple of 2 years trying to figure everything out, that it's just like, let me figure myself out before I come to you guys and tell you guys what to do and what's going on. So I'm here now. I'm here to talk to you. I'm here to tell you what's been going on. How do you get out? All the things that you guys have been asking me, I'm literally going to answer right now. Before I answer that, I just want you guys to go ahead and make sure that you like and subscribe to this video, as well as in the description down below, I do have a link for my website, Stage Me Down, where you can donate and petition to different things that are happening right now in the world, part of the Black Lives Matter. I don't even want to say movement because it's just not a movement, it's our lives, it's everything that we're going through. But just so you can help us get justice, if you are an ally and you want to do something good, help us, donate to us, petition for us, march for us, do more. So I'm going to leave a link in the description down below. Please make sure after this video to go check out that link. This is very important to me, being a Black, Hispanic, Caribbean woman. Those of you guys that support me, support my people too. So I'm gonna say, that's all I'm gonna say right now. But okay, let me go to these DMs of the things that you guys have been asking the most, because y'all been blowing me up and I'm so sorry. I just been dealing with my own stuff, trying to figure my own stuff out, and it's just been a lot to keep up with these updates, especially because I'm trying to detach from my military life as well, and I can't do that because there's so many people that I have to help heal, and I know that that is my purpose, because a lot of us go through these things being in the military and we have no one to talk to, we have no one to look to, nobody's talking about this. But especially because I'm out, I can say even more of the rawest things that you guys need to know. So I'm here, don't worry. Alright, so I see somebody said, I saw one of your YouTube videos and you mentioned something about you separating. How was the job finding process afterwards? Okay, getting out of the military, the job finding process was very, I thought it was easy, but afterwards I ended up getting into this whole scam situation. That's a whole nother story. If you guys want to hear a story time about that, comment below. But I ended up getting scammed into thinking that I was gonna get this really nice job. Didn't happen. So luckily I did have some money saved, moving from San Diego to LA, and I was able to provide for myself, as well as I had a partner that was also helping me. But after that I had to basically freelance, whether it was photography. I ended up being a assistant manager for this watch company. I was just doing a lot of gigs in between. But I'm not a person that left the military and wanted to go into a government corporate type of job. I wanted to freelance. I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to do something, whether it was media, entertainment, something just creative, just real, just raw, just, you know, love. So that's my process, but everybody's process is different because a lot of people that come out of the military, they want this stability. That was not my case. So if you want that, I say start looking from when you're trying to get out, so you can have that solidified. And there's a lot of people that talk about that too. I have a friend, LYONS, and she has her own YouTube channel, and I'll probably link her stuff down below, and she actually talks about her process as well, getting out of the Navy, with the Navy together. So, and she has a more corporate type situation, so you guys can go look at her videos for that. Hey, this may sound really weird, but I watched your video on YouTube about getting out of the Navy, and I'm in the same predicament. I've just gotten back from a mental hospital they have sent me to, and I don't feel as it was much help. I talked to the chaplain on base, and he referred me to the hospital, but I want out. Now they are setting me up with therapy, but I know I want to get out, and it's not for me at all. I don't want any parts of it whatsoever. I want out, and I need to get out ASAP. Do you have any tips on how to get separated automatically? I've been diagnosed with depression and anxiety by being here, but all they are doing is setting me up with therapy. But I know it's not going to work because I don't want to be in anymore. This is a major question. Everybody is dealing with this, and I'm not going to put the names of the people that I'm reading this question because obviously this is private, but I think it's good to just share this with you all because we've all gone through it. You guys are going through it right now. Basically, what I did personally is I was in that therapist and in the doctors every day. I feel anxious, I feel depressed, I don't want to be here. I'm not suicidal because I don't want you guys to put me in the psych ward. I'm not suicidal, but I just cannot take this anymore. And if you guys keep putting me in these situations, I'm not going to be able to do my job. That was the main thing that they were like, okay, now she's threatening that she cannot do her job. And it wasn't that I was like threatening in this, you know, aggressive way, but I was just like, look, at the time I was an aviation mechanic. How do you expect me to fix helicopters if I'm constantly crying, if I'm constantly having headaches, if I'm constantly worried about getting out, if I'm constantly thinking about why did I choose to be here, all these different things. They were like, okay, she cannot do her job. As well as I talked to a therapist, I talked to a psychologist, I talked to my chaplain, and this was reoccurring. It was to the point where I was purposely setting up my appointments on work days so that I can leave. So if I work Monday through Friday, most of the time I would be at work probably Tuesday and Thursday. That's it, because I'm going to my appointment. So you guys can see how serious I am. I cannot even be at work. If I'm at work and I'm feeling like, oh, I don't feel good, I'm like, I have to leave. I'm having an anxiety attack. I need to go to the doctor because I want everything to be documented. And that's the thing. Make sure that everything is documented. Make sure that you are constantly talking about how you cannot be there anymore. That's the tip that I can say that helped me. I was telling everybody, my chief, why are you not doing this? Why are you not getting your qualifications? Why are you? And it's not because, oh, I'm a shitbag or whatever the case may be. It's more so of my purpose is not this. I have meditated my way into this beautiful woman that I am, this divine goddess that I am. I cannot be here and you guys don't care about people. You guys are being homophobic. You guys are being sexist. You guys are being racist. And I have to sit here and endure that as a Black, Hispanic, Caribbean, queer woman. I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So I just honed in the point of like, I cannot be here. I cannot take this. I cannot take this. I would tell my chiefs. I would tell my petty officers. I would tell seamen, airmen, whoever was there. I was letting them know I don't want to be here. So that's the tip. Talk about it. They will get annoyed and they will try to help you get out. That's just the truth about it. Okay, I've seen your video and I'm currently trying to get out of the Marines. I was just wondering what I need to say for them to take me seriously and eventually get me out. Like I said, they need to know that you're serious. So you need to tell them, I can't do my job. I can't get any sleep. I'm constantly sick all the time. I have headaches. I have backaches. I have knee aches. You just need to complain. To be honest, it sounds like, oh, you were such a crybaby. No, I'm not being a crybaby. I want to get out, so I need to act like I want to get out. Or not act, but I need them to take me serious and see that I want to get out. So I was complaining as much as I possibly could. You know, I was constantly, like I said, leaving, going to the doctor's office, going to the therapist, to just get everything documented. Sometimes my therapist would write me notes like, hey, she cannot come into work today because she is just feeling overwhelmed. She's feeling anxious. She's having anxiety attacks. She's going through depression. It was to the point where my therapist asked me, do you want to have medicine or do you want me to suggest for you to get out? And it's not going to be an easy process. They're going to make it the hardest process ever. They're going to try to give you pills. They're going to try to make you do boards and all these things. But here's the thing. It's a small, I wasn't taking no medicine, I'm going to just say that. But it's a small price that you have to pay for you to get out. If you got to go through boards, go through boards. Plead your point. Get witnesses. Get people to talk about how you just have not been happy. And that I truly think will help. Okay, so somebody is asking me about being separated for mental health reasons and getting that documented. For me personally, they did 2 DD-214s. This is how I say they will try to stop you. They will try to just make it rough for you. So they did 2 DD-214s for me. Basically one that was like, oh, she got out under medical conditions, you know, this, that, and the third. We're gonna get her out on good charges, blah, blah. So I was like, okay, medical separation is better than the admin set because you could get, you know, pay for that and it can help you, and you know, you have all your benefits, blah, blah, blah. They literally, probably the week before I was getting out, they was like, oh no, we have to do your DD-214 over again. They ended up giving me an admin DD-214, which I wish I would have known. But basically, an admin set is not always great. Granted, I do feel more comfortable of saying what discharge I got. A lot of people ask that too. I did get an honorable discharge. Granted, that is not the case with everybody. If it's anxiety or depression, usually you get honorable or a general discharge. If you're getting other than honorable or a dishonorable discharge, that's where you want to get worried because you won't get all of your benefits. So with me getting an admin set, because they didn't want to give me the medical separation, I was still able to get my benefits. Granted, I wasn't in the military for my full contract, so I got up to 70% for like going to school, things like that. I was able to go get disability. I was able to, you know, use like my veterans cards for discount and things like that. So I was still fine. You still get a lot of benefits in that manner. Just make sure, if you can, they give you that medical separation. Like, they will try to play you, man. They will really try to play you, because not only will you get your medical separation payments, you will get your disability payments, and you will, if you go to school, you'll get your school payments, or school or trade school. So make sure, if you can get that, do that, because that's something that I wish I would have known. I thought like, oh, it's end all be all. It's kind of like when you go to the recruiter and they tell you, this is a job we have for you, and you don't know that you could say no, and you just end up being in a shitty job that you don't want. Same thing. They're not going to tell you. You're just going to have to know these things for yourself, or they expect you to know these things for yourself. So that's what I say on that. Okay. Hey love, I came across you on YouTube and I was wondering and listening to your story about how you just got kicked out of the military. Okay, let me just say, it was clickbait. I'll be truthful, it was clickbait. I didn't necessarily get kicked out of the military. That's why it was in quotation marks, because I feel like more people would have been like, oh my gosh, she got kicked out. But no, I did not get kicked out. I asked to leave and said I didn't want to be here. Whole purpose of this video right now, but you guys get my drift. But she said, your story about how you got kicked out of the military, I just want to say you are so strong for doing what's best for you and your mental health. I'm currently signed up for reserves because I still want to pursue my modeling and acting career. Were you a reservist as well, or were you active? Okay, I was active duty. However, for those of you that are truly creative, truly spiritual, truly just living in your light, living your best life, you can still do that while you're in to a certain extent. Obviously there's limitations, especially if you go underway, you go on deployment, blah. But if you were stationed on land, like I was active duty, but I was on land. I wasn't on a ship. My ex at the time, she was on a ship, so I was able to experience ship life at times because I would go with her sometimes. But I personally was not that. So being on land, I was able to go to LA for the weekends. I was able to go to do yoga and go do dance classes, and I was able to go hiking on the weekends, or whatever the case may be. Maybe not hiking. I wasn't hiking yet, but doing all these things that made me happy during the weekends. That was my thing. As well as, they usually say you need to be within 200 miles of your duty station, and I'm not telling y'all what to do. However, they would know from San Diego I'm going to LA, and nobody would say nothing. If I was to be like, oh, I'm going to San Francisco, I'm gonna be back on Monday, nobody would say nothing. It really depends on your command of how serious they're gonna take it. But literally, if I got off of work Thursday night, I would leave Thursday night, go to LA for the weekend, come back Sunday afternoon, be to work at Monday morning. Like, I was still able to live my best life. I was able to do photo shoots. I actually have videos on my channel about how I do my photo shoots. I had a vlog. I was able to get booked for different things. I was able to help friends with their clothing lines. So many different stuff, which put me in a good position for now moving to LA and learning about it. As well as when you accumulate your leave days, say Coachella is coming up. Save up your leave days to go to Coachella or something like that. I don't know. That's just a random, maybe not Coachella, but that's just a random thing that was in my head. But like, save up your days so that you can have time for yourself, because that's so important. As well as, a tip I would say is do things that will spiritually keep you intact, because if you are spiritually intact, you are well, you're gonna react differently to when they are trying to put you down. Right? Because there's a lot of people that are in the military and they feel like, yo, they're always coming at me, they're always trying to put me. Sorry guys, my camera, it died, but I am back. So basically what I was saying is like, yeah, they try to put you down, they try to make you feel like you need the military to succeed. Kind of like you're a number, like it's like prison, you're a slave to them, like you are a number. Granted, I will say the military is not for everybody, and I'm speaking from a standpoint of somebody that is creative, somebody that's spiritual, somebody that is a social butterfly. I'm a hippie. I'm a hippie. That's it. So granted, I had different values. I had certain values when I came in, and I should have known better. But the situation that I was in called for me to join, and I feel like you just have to know that for yourself, that you are this spark of light, and they cannot dim that light. So you need to be well with yourself internally, so that when they do try to come for you, when they do try to say, oh, you're not in regs, oh, you need to do this, oh, why are you acting like that, why, you are already intact to say, all right, this is how they're acting, I got it, I'm much better than this. Because it will bring you down, it will drain you, literally, it will drain you to be in a situation where you're constantly living your life like that. I know so many people that end up going to psych because they just can't handle it. They can't handle that negativity every single day, that toxic energy every single day. Nobody wants to deal with that type of environment, especially because in the military, you work there, but most of the time you live there, you sleep there, you eat there, like that is your whole life. That's all you eat and breathe, and it's not cool. Another thing I wanted to talk about, civilian life, because people have been asking me about, okay, like how is civilian life, how do you do that? Granted, I wasn't in the military for that long. I was in for about 3 years and I ended my contract. But even then, I felt like there were certain things that I was like, whoa, I didn't realize I was doing. The way I walked, I was walking literally like if I'm marching and I had to like relax, like let me just walk regular, you know, or writing the time a certain way, writing the date a certain way. I had to adjust, but that's why, you know, when you get out, you have to do your separation class. I forgot what it's called, but like TPS or TGPS, something like that, something with a T. But you do your subs class and they help you build a resume, they help you look for jobs, they help you do applications, they help you with your interview skills. You know, they make sure, do you have enough money saved? Are you getting an apartment? Are you going back home? What are your moving costs? Like, make sure you're talking to a financial advisor. Make sure that you're talking to the subs class. Make sure you're talking to these jobs and letting them know your situation. If you're an entrepreneur and you want to start building from when you're in. Like, these are the things to think about. But with all that being said, everybody's journey is different. Everybody deals with this a different way, and I feel like, you know, stick in there as long as you can, but when it's time for you to go, it's time for you to go. And I hope that these tips have helped you guys find some type of insight, especially everybody's been asking me these questions. I hope that this can help you. If you have any more questions, please comment down below, as well as remember, like I said, there's so much going on in this world. Please support Sage Me Down by donating, signing petitions to help people of color in this time. I'm doing you a service by telling you what I know, so please do a service back to not only me but my people and help us. But yeah, I really hope that helped. I really hope I answered a lot of your questions, and I pray that you guys, you know, get out and you're happy and you're flourishing and you're full of light and you're back to, not even back to your old self, but an even better self. I wish you all the best. Ashe, namaste, much love, peace, gratitude. Bye, y'all.